Namaste. Hello, 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 everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. So today, William, Alvina, Jel, Rona, and me have come to talk to you about building a business that works across time zones. मेरा नाम नंदनी है और मैं इंडिया में रहती हूँ और I'm very proud to say कि मैं एक digital business owner हूँ. Over to you, William.
Boleh Kak. My name is William. I live here in Fiji with my parents. I work full time in finance admin. I'm a skateboarder and a musician, and I run this business while also having my full time job. And I've been in it for about a year and 3 months. And uh, yes, I'm happy to share what we have this evening, morning, slash wherever you're tuning in from. Thank you.
Hello, mabuhay. Naimbang Aldaw, kanabi ngayon labas na. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching right now. My name is Alvina, a wife, an educator refresher, a proud Ilocana from Isabela, Philippines, now living here in beautiful British Columbia, Canada, together with my husband, and we are a business owner. And we are here so excited to welcome you in this live session, The Word Works Online. Thank you for being here.
Okay, maayong buntag sa tanan, maayong gabi, maayong hapon. Ako di ay si Rona. I am originally from Siquijor, Philippines. Now living here in Maine, USA. I am a mom, a wife, a healthcare worker, and also a proud digital business owner.
All right. Thank you so much. Magandang umaga, magandang gabi. Ako po si Jel. I am a mom of two. I'm a wife to an OFW. We're based here in Papua New Guinea. I have over a decade of experience in corporate HR and executive recruitment and also a proud digital business owner. Sis Nandini?
Thank you, Jer. Thank you, everybody, for your introductions. So, me and this wonderful team get together every 2 weeks and come and bring little snippets, an inside look into our business. And today we're going to be talking about building a business that works across time zones. So, when I first joined the business, I had no idea of its vastness. I mean, I was told that there's an automation. I knew something about AI because of robots, but I didn't understand this um, inner Google library, inner library across the net kind of thing. And it's pretty amazing because to get that going, you first have to have a technical team. So the technical team sets the automation of your funnel. A funnel is a website, and that website has the ability. It's like the post office where you post things into, and then the mails go to the right people. And I thought, oh wow, okay. And it's like a library of information that it collects, goes through the funnel, and goes to the right people. So we have that. And to do that, you need specialists who put the whole thing together. And in this business, what we have is enterprise level automation. It has been created by the best creative designers in the world. So you can imagine what kind of courses those designers must have gone through, what sort of courses the people who are actually doing the technical back end work, those people are going through. And all the maintenance also happens for us. So you join the business and click, clack. For the rest of your life, you get this amazing automation which you get to use. So instead of AI replacing you, you use AI. Over here, we learn how to use these automated systems, which you are just given at a you know at the first membership that you join this business with. And that's a wonderful thing. I can be sleeping, I can be with my kids, I can be out on holiday. My business is running because of that automated system. And that system costs thousands of dollars. First the websites, then their click funnels, then their automated emails. It's a it's a done for you business because of this automation. And I only understood it once I joined. And I really blessed the system because it's made my life so easy. It's allowed me to go out for tea with my friends, to go out for my walks, and do everything that I love. And I know it's the same for William, Alvina, Rona, and Jel. We pursue our hobbies and we can do other things that we've always dreamt of, but just didn't have the time to do. So yeah, I'll leave you with that, and over to you, William.
Thank you very much, Sis Nandini. Um, yeah, when I started this business, I was wondering, like, they said it's a global business. That is what my coach said. So I was thinking, okay, so we must um, work with a lot of people across different countries, and of course that would mean across different time zones as well. So um, as I started setting up all of the different aspects of this online business, which include, as I mentioned by Sis Nandini, the online funnel, the automations, and our business pages. And um, in the trainings, we have video trainings that help us set up our business online presence across various different social media platforms. And the ones that we are coming to you on right now is just on Facebook. So we have video trainings to set up on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on TikTok, all these different social media platforms, so that we can reach more people all over the world, at different age brackets, at different demographics, the professions. And a great example is here right now, this live webinar, The World Walks Online. We get to work together with other business owners. As you can see here, Sis Nandini all the way in India, Sis Alvina over in Canada, Sis Jel in Papua New Guinea, and Sis Rona over in the US. Myself here in Fiji. We also have one more, a business partner who wasn't able to make it today, and she's in Australia. So you can already see there that we are scattered across various time zones, and we're still able to make it here together and collaborate and share our experiences here in this online business. So yeah, building this business, I didn't know that we'd be able to work with different people across these different time zones from different backgrounds and cultures. And yeah, it's just amazing to see how global this business is. And this is just one that we have, and there are other ones that we can also participate in, um, uh, which is great, because that way we can build a business that connects us with many people across the world. And we're still able to make it. We have our own lives going on, we have our own challenges and different obstacles that we, we have to overcome. But this business offers a flexibility that allows us to be able to run it and be able to work together and collaborate, even though, like, for me it's midnight right now, and I can see that the sun is still shining where Sis Nandini is. So yeah, that's one really amazing thing about this business. We get to work together regardless of where we are, what the time is, and also the flexibility to be able to find the time to do these live sessions, to be able to post up our content, to be able to schedule them, and yeah, it's amazing how there's truly no limits to this business in terms of where you can work it, when, and with whom. So yeah, thank you very much. I'll pass it over to you, Salvina.
Thank you, William. So if you are watching right now live and watching the replay, let me ask you something. What if your business keeps running even while you sleep? So one of the most powerful things about building a digital business is this: it's not limited by time zone. So while you're resting, spending your time with your family, or focus on the uh, priorities in your life, your business can still running in the background through system, the automation, and the digital tools. People are learning. So inquiries are coming in and opportunities continue. So without you needing to be online all the time. So, and for me, this is very real. No, you know what? Not just more like the income, but more time for your family, flexibility, and life where not always you're not always exhausted. So I started building our business part time. At first, I thought I needed more time in a day, but I realized something important. I don't need more time. I needed a system that works even when I can't, because the truth is life does not stop. Recently or currently, my husband has been going through a difficult health situation, and I had to step back and be there for him. And and in that season, I realized something. It's truly, I'm so grateful. Our business did not stop because it was built to go beyond by time zone. While I'm here in Canada, someone in the Philippines is awake. Someone else somewhere in the world is scrolling, learning, and looking for an opportunity. And because of that system we have, the content, the platform, the digital tools, our the business continues move and even offline. So that's the difference with global digital business. You're no longer trading time for income. You're building something that reach people anytime, anywhere, without you being present 24 hours. And it's not about working all the time, right? So we don't like that. If if you like setting this, at first you need to make more time to set your business, but if it's set already, then you're good to go. And that's, I said already, that you don't need to be present 24 hours. It's about setting up something that works for you. So if you feel busy, overwhelmed, or like you didn't have enough time, remember this: you don't need more time. You need the right system. Start small, stay consistent, share your story, because someone somewhere in the world is waiting to hear you. Thank you, and that's it for me. Sis Rona, take away.
All right, thank you so much. And my question for you, to anyone who's watching, is have you ever felt like if you stop working, everything stops too? Because, that used to be my life. Working in healthcare, waking up at 4 a.m., leaving my daughter with my parents, missing moments I can never get back. And I remember thinking, is this really what life is supposed to look like? But deep in my heart, there was always something bigger driving me. I wanted to give back to my parents because I've seen their sacrifices up close. Growing up, we didn't have much. There were times we didn't even have electricity, but we never complained. We just accepted life as it was. And then we moved here to the US in 2014. We carried all those dreams with us. And now my parents are here with me. And instead of just working to get by, I kept asking myself, how can I truly show up for them? How can I give them a better life? Life where they're here with me. But the reality was hard. When your time is controlled, your schedule is fixed, and your income depends on how many hours you can work, it feels impossible because no matter how hard I worked, my income was still tied to my time. If I didn't show up, I didn't get paid. If I needed a break, everything paused. And that kind of life is exhausting. But everything started to shift when I was introduced to this idea that the world doesn't stop anymore. It works online. I truly didn't fully understand it at first, but I gave it a chance, and slowly I started building something different, a business powered by systems, automation, and digital tools. Something that didn't rely on me being present 24/7. And then I started to experience it for myself. There were days I was home, spending time with my daughter, being present with my parents, not rushing, not clocking in. And my business is still running in the background. Even when we travel as a family, even when we take time off. I'm not starting from zero. And that's when it really hit me. This kind of business, it doesn't care what time zone you're in. It keeps working, even when you're resting, even when you're choosing your family. And for me, that means everything. Because now I'm not just working to survive, I'm building something that allows me to give back while my parents are here with me, to spend time with them, to create memories, to finally give them the life they deserve. Not someday, but now. And that's the kind of life I've always wanted. Not just more income, but more time, more presence, more freedom. I'm not saying it's easy. There were moments I doubted myself, moments I felt overwhelmed, but I keep going because I know why I started. So if you're listening right now and you feel stuck in the cycle of trading time for money, just know that there is another way. You can start small, but you can start building something that will one day give you the freedom to be present for the people who matter most. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about making money, it's about creating a life where you can give back, be present, and not miss the moments you can never get back. So that's it for me. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Sis Rona. So, on this topic, the first thing that comes to my mind is flexibility. Really, because that was one of the main reasons why we started this business in the first place. We wanted more flexibility for our lives, for our income, for our family. 5 years ago, when we were just starting this business, I was really looking for something that I could do on the side while taking care of our daughter. I wanted to be hands on, I wanted to be present, but at the same time, I also wanted to earn my own income. And I realized that a full time job, whether it's remote or traditional, wouldn't really give me that kind of flexibility. There will always be fixed hours, schedules to follow, and limits to how you can manage your time on your corporate job. But with this business, it's very different. And I'm so grateful that we started because right now, it's very different. The reality is very different. I only spend around 1 hour to 3 hours in a day in my business, sometimes four. But those are focus hours, right? I have specific time when I really sit down, do what I needed to do, and just start building the business. And then the rest of the day, I get to live my life. That's the term. I get to live my life. I get to be a mom first. I get to be a wife. I get to be myself. I can spend time with my kids, with my husband, with my family. I even have time for simple things that I enjoy, like reading a book, reflecting. As sometimes as moms, we don't get to have that kind of luxury to spend time for ourselves, right? Just slowing down. That's very important for us. And those are the things that's very hard to do when you're tied up to a 9 to 5 schedule, right? But what I love even more about this business is that it doesn't stop when I stop working because we're building something that works across time zones. The business continues in the background while I'm with my family, while I'm resting, sleeping. there's still things happening in the business. We're still getting results from the business. And that's the beauty of having systems and automation in place. Like this business, you're not just working in the business, you're building something that works for you. The business is the one working for you, right? And at the end of the day, that's our goal, right? In the business and in your job, we all wanted to learn, we all wanted to earn, but we also wanted to live our lives, right? And I get all of that in this business. But more than the flexibility, more than the income, what really means a lot to me is knowing that I am building something long term, something that can support our retirement in the future, something that I can pass on to my kids one day. And for me, that's very powerful, and that is something that we can be proud of in this business. And that's why I'm so proud to share this business opportunity with others, because this is not just any online business that you see there on different social media platform. This is something that could really give you real flexibility, income potential, and something that's really legitimate. It's registered, it's taxable. And if you are looking for a way to earn, to grow, and still have time for the people and the things that matter most to you, this kind of business can really change your life. So if you're interested to learn more about our business, this business opportunity, check our website. You can watch our free info session or reach out to any of us here, wherever you see this live session for today. Reach out to us if you have any questions, so we can guide you through the steps on how you can also start your own successful, legitimate digital business. So that's it for today. We'll see you again on the next episode of The World Works Online. Thank you so much, everyone. And thank you so much to our viewers for today, tonight. Bye, everybody. God bless. Thank you.